Question number 1. Hydrographic survey deals with the mapping of. And the options are large water bodies, rainfall data, wave movement, and none of these. And the right answer is, and that is hydrography, large water bodies. Question number 2. In surveying, when curvature of Earth is taken into consideration, then that type is called. And from the given option, the type is called geodetic surveying. Following is the term used in labeling while reduction of the levels. And the options are zero circle, height of the instrument, forebearing, or local attraction. And the right option is height of the instrument. In labeling, for taking levels of ground, one of the following instrument is used: prismatic compass, plane table, dumpy level, or prism square. And the right option is dumpy level. Compass and surveyor compass. The options are give whole circle bearing of a line and quadrilateral bearing of a line respectively. Both give quadrilateral bearing of a line and a whole circle bearing of a line. Both give quadrilateral bearing of a line, or both give whole circle bearing of a line. And the right option is they give both whole circle bearing of a line and quadrilateral bearing of a line respectively. The prismatic compass gives whole circle bearing and surveyor compass gives quadrantal bearing. The horizontal angle between the true meridian and the magnetic meridian at a place is called. And the horizontal angle between the true meridian and magnetic meridian at a place is called declination. A negative declination shows that the magnetic meridian is to the. Negative declination shows that magnetic meridian is west side of the true meridian. If the magnetic bearing of the sun at a place at noon in southern hemisphere is 167 degree, the magnetic declination at that place shall be 180 minus 167 degree, that is 13 degree east. The graduation in prismatic compass are inverted, are upright, run clockwise having 0 degree at the south, or run clockwise having 0 degree at the north. And the right option is the first one, are inverted, and the third one, run clockwise having 0 degree at the south. So here the correct option is option A. A gate cap is fitted with the prismatic compass. Theodolite is an instrument used for. The first option is tightening the capstan headed nuts of level tube. Option B is measurement of horizontal angles only, measurement of vertical angles only, and D, measurements of both horizontal and vertical angles. So the theodolite is an instrument used for measurement of both horizontal and vertical angles. The process of turning the telescope about the vertical axis in horizontal plane is known as, and this is known as swinging. Size of a theodolite is specified by the diameter of the lower plate. Which of the following is not the function of leveling head? And here the three option is given, and all are the not the function of the leveling head. So here none of the above is right answer. If the lower clamp screw is tightened and upper clamp screw is loosened, then the theodolite may be rotated. And here the given options. Read the first. And the right option is on its inner spindle with the relative motion between the vernier and the graduated scale of the lower plate. A telescope is said to be inverted if its telescope is said to be inverted if its Vertical circle is to its right and the bubble of the telescope is down. The crosshairs in the surveying telescopes are placed. The options are midway between eyepiece and the object lens, much closer to the eyepiece than to the object lens, and this second one is right. For which of the following permanent adjustment of the theodolite the spire test is used? And here the option is given. For the permanent adjustment of the theodolite, a spire test are used for the adjustment of the horizontal axis. The adjustment of horizontal crosshair is required particularly when the instrument is used for. It is used for in the leveling. The needle of magnetic compass is generally supported on. The needle of the magnetic compass is generally supported on needle bearing. If n is the number of sides, then the total number of exterior angle of a closed traverse should be. बहुत important question है. तो it is 2n plus 4. The box of prismatic compass is made of. The box of prismatic compass is made of brass. Which of the following errors is not eliminated by the method of repetition of horizontal angles measurement? And read the options. And error due to displacement of a station signals, it cannot be eliminated by the method of repetition of the horizontal angle measurement. The error due to eccentricity of inner and outer axis can be eliminated by, and it can be eliminated by reading both verniers and taking the mean of the two. In the double application of the principle of reversion, the apparent error is equal to true errors, half the true errors, 2 times the true errors, and 4 times the true errors. And here 4 times the true errors. Which of the following errors can be eliminated by taking mean of both phases observation? And here from the given option, the error due to line of collimation not being perpendicular to the horizontal axis. Which of the following errors cannot be eliminated by taking both phase observation? Here all the options can be eliminated, so here none of the above is the right answer. If the tripod settles in the internal that elapses between taking a back sight reading and the following foresight reading, then the elevation of turning point will be increased. If altitude bubble is provided both on index frame as well as on telescope of a theodolite, then the instrument is labeled with reference to, and it is labeled with reference to altitude bubble on index frame if it is to be used as a label. And this is wrong, and this is wrong. So here option 1 is right, altitude bubble on index frame, and altitude bubble on the telescope if it is to be used as a level. So 1 and 4. So here option B is the right answer. A level line is a. What do you mean by level line? Level line means a line parallel to the mean asteroidal surface of the Earth. The following sites are taken on a turning point, and that is foresight and backsight. The rise and fall method of leveling provides a complete check on, and it is on the back side also, intermediate side also, foresight. So here all of the above is the right answer. If the reduced level of a benchmark is 100 meter, the back side is 1.215 meter and foresight is 1.870 meter. Then the reduced level of the forward station is. Then the forward station means here 100 plus 1.215 minus 1.870, and that will be 99.345. In an internal focusing type of telescope, the lens provided is that is concave. Which of the following errors can be neutralized by setting the level midway between the two stations? And here, error due to both curvature and refraction. Height of instrument method of leveling is, and from the given option, height of instrument method of leveling is quicker and less tedious for large number of intermediate sites. The principle of working of an optical square is based on. The principle of working of an optical square is based on double reflection. Which of the following instruments used for measurements of angles? And that is called sextant. The angle between the two plane mirror of an optical square should be, and that should be 45 degree. The rise and fall method. The rise and fall method from the given option provides a check on the reduction of intermediate points level. If the staff is not held vertically at a leveling station, the reduced level calculated from the observer would be. This is important. If the staff is not held vertically, then less than the true reduced level. The difference between a level line and a horizontal line is that. And from the given option, the major difference between the level line and horizontal line is that the level line is a curved line while horizontal line is a straight line. The sensitivity of a bubble tube can be increased by. The sensitivity of a bubble tube can be increased by increasing the diameter of the tube. And the three options cannot increase the sensitivity, otherwise they will decrease the sensitivity. With the rise of temperature, the sensitivity of a bubble tube. With the rise of temperature, the sensitivity of a bubble tube is decreases. Very important question. Refraction correction. Refraction corrections from the given option partially eliminates curvature correction. The RL of a point A, which is on the floor, is 100 meter, and the backside reading on A is 2.455 meter. If the foresight reading on a point B, which is on the ceiling, is 2.745, then the RL of a point B will be. And when you calculate this will be 105.20 meter. The permissible limit of error in chaining for measurement on rough or hilly ground is. So the permissible limit of error is 1 in 2000. The scale on which three dimensions can be measured is known as. The scale on which three dimensions can be measured is known as comparative scale. The error due bad ranging. The error due to the bad ranging is cumulative positive. The following staff reading were taken with level. The instrument have been moved after third and sixth reading. Third and sixth reading. If RL of the first reading is 100 meter, RL of the first reading is 100 meter, then RL of the last point will be. So calculate this, and after calculation you will get 101.340. Sensitiveness of a level tube is designed by, and it is designed by the radius of the level tube. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Error due to refraction may not be completely eliminated by reciprocal leveling. Tilting leveling are commonly used for the precision work. The last reading of leveling is always foresight. So here, all of the above statements are incorrect. Dumpy level is most suitable when, and Dumpy level is most suitable when many readings are to be taken from a single setting of the instrument. The difference of level between the two stations A and B is to be determined. For best result, the instrument station should be then the and that is a equidistance from the A and B. Contour interval is. Now, what do you mean by contour interval? Contour interval is inversely proportional to the scale of the map. An imaginary line lying throughout the surface of the ground and preserving a constant inclination to the horizontal is known as, and that is known as contour gradient. The suitable contour interval for the map with the scale is 1 is to 10,000 and that is 2 meter. Select the correct statement. A contour is not necessarily a closed curve. A contour represents a ridge line if the concave side of lower value contours lies towards the higher value contour. Two contours of different elevations don't cross each other except in case of an overhanging cliff. All of the above statements are correct. And the correct statement is here. Two contours of the different elevation don't cross each other except in case of a overhanging cliff. A series of closely spaced contour lines represents and here that is called a steep slope. Direct method of contouring is the direct method of contouring is most accurate method. If the small division of a vernier is longer than the smallest division of its primary scale, then the vernier is known as retrograde vernier. The maximum allowable limit up to data measurement may vary from the true value is known as, and that is known as expected errors. Generally, while chaining, the arrow with a company with one chain must be, then the one chain must be 5 numbers. As per Indian standard, the length of one link is 30 meters. In 30 meters, chain should be 20 centimeter. The direct method of contouring, the process of locating or identifying points lying on a contour is called, and it is called vertical control. In the cross-section method of indirect contouring, the spacing of cross-section depends upon contour interval, a scale of plan, and characteristics of the ground. So option D is the right answer. Which of the following methods of contouring is most suitably for the hilly terrain? And that is called tachyomatic method. Select the correct statement. Contour interval on any map is kept constant. Contour interval on any map is kept constant. Yes, this is right. And these other answers are incorrect. Closed contour with higher value inward represent when the closed contours with higher value inwards, it is hillock. Contour interval is the vertical distance between the two consecutive contours. Benchmark is established by a split leveling. The type of surveying which requires list office work is, and that is plain table surveying. Intersection method of detailed plotting is most suitable for. Intersection method of detailed plotting is most suitable for hilly areas. If in a closed traverse, the sum of the north latitudes is more than the sum of the south latitude, and also the sum of the west departures is more than the sum of the east departure, the bearing of the closing line is in, and in the case it should be southeast quadrants. And this is the last question of this topic. So thank you for watching this video. We will meet you in the नेक्स्ट वीडियो फिर द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। थैंक यू।